Sorry, I farted.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Today we're from this beautiful world. It is dark here. It's probably dark with you guys too. I don't know, but it's pretty dark here. Welcome to another Beer and Cheese Tuesday, where we pair up a beer and cheese of choice. Anyone's welcome as well. If you have it and you want to show up within the next 10 to 15 minutes, we'll let you on. No problem. Just bring the stuff and be good. I want to say thank you to the panel. We got Bumpy Road Brews. Cheers. And cheers Sparkle. Sparkle. Cheers, Sparkle.
Hi, chat.
Cheers to the chat. Bourbon Bounty, Luke John. Cheers. All right, man. All right, so let's go ahead. Waiting for this to start. I know, dude. I got up late from work. It's my only excuse.
Hi, Luke John.
All right. So let's go ahead and bring up Bumpy if he's ready, and start this show. Cool.
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 Let's see which way I want to do this.
Oh.
I want to do it that way.
All right. I'm trying to find stuff here. Trying to find some information. Okay, I got it.
Oh, that's better.
First off, the cheese that I am bringing, I had something from this cheese place before. This was the one it smelled like, what was it? Like, it was like diarrhea or something. Bad smell. But the taste wasn't too bad, you know. Oh, it was the one that had the flowers on it and stuff. It was
yeah.
So this one is a chili. So chili peppers. So Chili Rebel from Case Rebellion. So I haven't taken it out of the wrapper yet, but I will. And you don't want to eat the rind on this. It's got that cheese.
Oh yeah.
It's a cheesecloth. So I'll be peeling that off. Eat the under rind. I'm sure it's got a little bit like kind of harder edges and stuff. But yeah, you can see some peppers kind of sprinkled around. Not sure. Just based off of how the other one was, I think that this might be surprising with what the peppers actually end up doing.
What's that called? Revel?
Case Rebellion.
Rebellion. Okay.
Yeah, and this is Chili Rebel.
Okay.
They're out of Austria. The beer that I'm bringing comes from Kettlehead Brewing Company, and this one is WWE.
Huh.
That looks interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of like wrestling beers. They had Hulkamania, but it was like Hopamania. They did one with the Randy Savage guy there. And now there's this one, WWE. Comes in at 8% ABV. It's a double IPA. And when I was looking up, because they give zero information on their cans, I think there was a date on the bottom. I see at least November. Can't tell if it's like November 8th or something, but it's definitely canned in November, so pretty fresh. What I wanted to look up was what hops are used in it. So it says it's dry hopped with Waimea, Waiti, and Equinox. And then it gives all the flavor tones that I don't want to look at. I saw hibiscus, so I didn't want to see that stuff. But okay. Hibiscus is a flower.
Yes.
I think it gives off like a purple hue to things, I believe. yeah, let's pour the beer, and then we'll move on to Sparkle.
Awesome. I think it's kind of sour too. Hibiscus kind of sour.
Yeah,
Kind of like a sour flavor or something.
I mean, I'm not going to be looking for it if I find something. I've only had a few things with hibiscus in it, so it'd be really hard for me to pinpoint hibiscus anyways. Yeah, of course, with a very white, frothy head. The color of the beer itself is that milky kind of wheat yellow coloration. So it's kind of going almost towards like a potato beer. But yeah, very, very milky and murky brew.
That looks really good.
All right. Yeah. So I will unpackage my cheese and slice it up as we see what Sparkle has.
Cool.
Sparks.
All right,
See what sparks. Well, I've been sparking today, let me tell you.
Sparkle.
I grabbed the first beer I could see in the fridge, so all bets are off, folks.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Thank
I
you, Bumpy.
brought, yeah, we'll start with the beer. I brought from the Elite Brewery, Eibauer, Das Hefeweizen.
Awesome.
Now, I've had it a little while, but I still think hopefully it's good. It's 5.2%. So, yeah, it's pretty cold. I just took it out of the fridge. I would like to have had it colder, but we'll see. Now, for the cheese. Because I made so many cheese balls for Thanksgiving, like 9 pounds worth, I decided that I would use some of that tonight because I didn't get to the store. So here we have an interesting selection, and this one with the herbies on it, Italian herbs, and it has some other Italian spices in it, as well as ancho chili, and it has extra sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, Philadelphia cream cheese, and butter.
Ooh.
So that is what is in.
Oh my God.
The
That
cheese.
looks really good. Damn.
And I might have to lick it off the palate. I'm not sure.
Oh, do what you gotta do.
So, and I'm a little bit sidetracked, but do I pour this right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't taste yet. No, we do.
I don't know why I didn't cover that. A little off kilter here. A few things on my mind. But I did remember to bring my beer time class. And Luke John, I don't have a bubble gut shirt.
No,
I just have a beer time shirt. But I don't have it
on. Cheers, beer hounds.
All right. Well, looks like it could be fresh. Looks pretty.
There it is. It's beer time.
It's beer time. Has a beautiful, beautiful transparent. You can see my hand. So we'll see how that is.
Awesome.
And there we are.
Say, that looks great. All right. Thank you, Sparkle, Mrs. Sparkle.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and jump on in. Half my head's cut off. Anyway, I once bought an extra chili stout and made a pot of chili with it. Ooh, what the fuck? That sounds good. All right, so I'm bringing the same cheese that I had last time just because I got lazy. And then it's just the way it goes. But the Castello Chipotle Gouda, it was really good last time, and it's still good. It's not all blue dots all over it and hardened on the edges, so it stayed pretty fresh. Rich and creamy with the smoky, spicy flavor of chipotle. So you got that smoky spice, has all the little smoky in there. And this time, instead, I think, a stout with it. It was the narwhal, I believe, or something. This time, I'm doing the old Rasputin, the RIS, the Russian Imperial,
Ooh.
at 9%. You can see it was 350 for that. So I don't know the date. These guys are from North Coast Brewing Company. 9%. They're out of Bragg, California, somewhere in Northern Cal. But no date or anything, just in case anyone wanted to know. Not like it's extremely important for this style, but all right. So let's go ahead and pour it. Pouring a nice medium chocolate with a little bit of red hue in there.
Ooh.
It's really tasty. This is a really good beer. I haven't had it in a long time. It's been about a year or two. But yeah, really nice. Dark chocolate looking beer. Nice khaki head, a little under a finger on the pour, but holding up pretty good on the retention. So hopefully this goes good, or if not better. I think the last one, it was either this or that. It didn't really pair good. So we'll see how this one goes this time. Right on. Let's go ahead. Cheers.
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 Let's go ahead and get to Bumpy. I don't know why I'm in such a hurry. We don't need to be in a hurry.
Take a breath. Take a deep breath.
Running all over a house today. Just
I hear you. I did a lot of running today too.
I bet. All right, so we'll go ahead and get back to Bumpy here and do the full review. Cheers.
All right. Well, while I was taking the cheese out of the package, I opened it up from the skinny end, which I should have opened it up from the other end, I guess, because just tearing the package open was causing the skinny end to kind of peel off and stuff. So I just kind of peeled it and just ate it. And so I didn't get a lot of flavor because it was like very thin. But I can tell you the spices in this, the chilies, it definitely has a lingering heat to it, because I still have, just from these little tiny edge pieces, still have this lingering kind of burn on my tongue. All right, and I'll get more into the cheese in a bit. Let's go to the beer. All right, some
Cheers.
aromas.
Oh, it's great.
Cheers. Yeah, so there's a fruity aroma from afar.
Ooh.
Can't really pinpoint what it is. It's fruit type smell as I'm getting in. Yeah, there could be like kind of a floral note. There's also this like, what the hell is that? Like a pineapple peach mixture. There's a dankness to it as well. Yeah. Yeah, so florally, pineapple, peachy, and dank. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Slangy.
It's like a medium body, medium carbonation to it. Not a super soft palate. It's very drying for the finish. There's a lot of grain coming through. So very grainy malt presence. Very light hops on the flavor. It's probably like a little bit lychee like. It's just maybe a little bit floral, like a light, very light floralness. I'm not getting like what I was getting out of the aromas. Like there's like zero fruitiness, there's zero pineapple, there's zero anything except for this kind of like light floralness. I don't know if that was from the cheese or if this is coming from the beer, but I have a burn in my throat. It feels like hot burn, but it could be from the chili peppers and the cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little grassy as well. It goes right along with that grain flavor. Bitterness is moderate. The grain just kind of comes back through. This is super grainy. Not my favorite type of flavors to get out of most beers. I'm not really big on like the grain. Sometimes it works. In this, it's kind of. I think that'd be better without that note. It's not destroying anything. God damn, there is like just a peppery burn in my throat.
That's
That's
what you
crazy,
get
dude.
for
I'm drinking the
sneaking it and
beer.
buying it.
Wow. What kind of peppers are in that thing, man?
It says chili,
Huh.
but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's from the cheese or the pepper. It only started when I started drinking the beer. So maybe there's a big spice note to this beer too. Maybe it's amplifying the cheese. So let's move on from the beer now, because that's kind of just the flavor notes. Wicked burn in my throat. So when I took the cheese out of the package and I went to peel off that what I thought was the cheese
The rind or the
Right.
whatever that.
yeah, the little mesh cloth. I thought it was cheesecloth. And it turns out that maybe there was cheesecloth because it kind of leaves that imprint, but that is just the cheese itself. It's very, very, very tacky, super sticky. And then I smelled my fingers, and guess what? It smells like poop.
Oh,
Oh,
come on.
no.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
dude? That's crazy.
It's like vomit, poop.
Oh my God. You are not having a good cheese run.
Well, it's from the same company that made the other one that smelled like poo. So I thought it was the flowers that they put on it, but apparently it's whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know if they have if this is like some weird cave aged worms or something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't like the aromas of the rind. Let's try to smell more of the center. You still get the rind because it's just so powerful. But yeah, more towards the center, it's kind of this rich, creamy kind of smell of the cheese. It's kind of almost like you get like a melted cheese that you might put on nachos or something, like a nacho cheese type, just super creamy though. All right, enough of that. Let's eat some of the cheese. Now, all these bits have the rind on the end, so
Cheesers.
Cheesers, and Chadeos.
Yeah, the rind gives it a bite for sure. It does add that kind of weird. It's got the caca, man. I don't know I'm not gonna get this stuff anymore from them.
Maybe if you didn't eat the rind with it.
Well, that's what I did with the other one. Without eating the rind, it was perfectly fine. The cheese is very creamy. It's got a depth to it. These peppers, yeah, it's the peppers. They're spicy. Now I got just firecrackers going off all over my palate.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try some without the rind.
Cheesers again.
Leave the rind behind. Oh,
Cheese.
their rind sucks. I should have cut the rind off. Flavorful enough cheese. You don't need that extra bump from the rind. That adds a weird. Seriously, it's like doo doo. I don't get it.
Cheese.
I don't know why. Creamy, milky, kind of a slight salty, just very rich, almost cheddar like, cheddar and nacho kind of flavor like cheese. and the spices, it's like not like so hot where I'm like, but I mean, I'm getting the sweat starting to build up on my upper, like my under eyelids, like above my cheekbones. I feel this. I feel the heat just building. It's lingering. So now we're gonna eat some more cheese without the rind, and then drink.
All right, cheers. Thank you, beer hounds. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a powerful cheese. Cuts right through the beer. All the flavors of the cheese, just the beer is almost non-existent. It's kind of it takes away the graininess. That's good. It does have this kind of lingering, kind of slight florally note with the cheese, and then with the heat from the chili peppers. It works. I'd say it works pretty well. But yeah, definitely this cheese could. I mean, actually, I probably should have brought a stout with this cheese.
All right.
But yeah, it's interesting how the kind of floral notes, the light floral notes, still kind of come through as well. So now we're gonna drink and then eat. I'll eat this one with the rind just a little bit.
Shot beers again. Shot beers. Okay.
It's a glutton for punishment eating that rind.
Yeah. The rind kicks in right at the end.
Is it the rind that
have bad breath? You eat this cheese with the rind.
Worse than hamburger, huh?
The rind's the poop.
That's rough. But the that works. I mean, it kind of just dulls down the cheese for a bit. Drinking first, then eating the cheese. Yeah. I'm gonna cut the rind off the rest of this. Enjoy.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Good plan.
This is some of the worst rind I think I've ever had.
Worse than last week?
Wow.
Oh dear.
Everyone, if you get that cheese, do not have the rind.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I mean, somebody likes it. It's obviously how they make their cheese. Can't blame those flowers anymore. It wasn't the flowers.
It wasn't the flowers.
Fresh refried bean caca right out of the ass.
Yeah,
Hot
it's
and
just crazy.
steamy.
All right.
Nice.
Well, that sums it up for me.
Excuse me.
Cheers.
The vision was awful.
I know it. Jeez. Oh my god. All right. Well, thanks, Bumpy. Cheers to you, and welcome in, Chadeo. Cheers. Yeah, we'll have you just do the whole thing after Sparkle. How about it?
Sounds good.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Bumpy. Let's go ahead and bring up Sparkle.
That's a tough act to follow, Ann. All right, let's do a whiff of this effervescent. Definitely hoppy. A little bit of lemon. More like a lemon peel, a citrus peel. Slight sweetness, but sour as well. You know, the bitter and the sour. Let's see what happens when I taste it. It's a little hard to pinpoint because I've been doing so many of the spice beers that I got all spoiled. All right, let's do this.
All right. Cheers. Prost. Literally.
Definitely a little bitter. But okay, it finishes a little sweet in the back. It has some of the kind of a nutmeg, clove note, along with that citrus. It's pleasant. It's not as it's not as I can't pick out the word I'm looking for. No, it's not heavy at all. In fact, it's a little watery. So I'm thinking the cheese might go pretty well with it. Yeah, it's not heavy. It's not a dense beer at all. But the spices are there and sweet. Starts with the bitterness, and it kind of tastes like it smells. It's pretty mild.
Awesome.
And I don't think it's too old, but it is only 5.2%. So, all right, let's go into my cheese ball. Like I didn't have enough for Thanksgiving. All right, here we go.
To save the day.
And of course, the Italian spices are fantastic. And this has been, this has been sitting since it's been in the refrigerator since Thursday. But you can smell the milkiness of it. And for those that came in a little later, it's a cheese ball I made for Thanksgiving. It has some extra sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, blue cheese, cream cheese, and butter. And that's what this is made of.
Wow.
And you can really smell the creaminess. You can smell the milkiness, and a nice blend with those Italian herbs. So let's give it a shot.
Nice. Cheesers.
Cheesers.
Mm.
Cheesers.
Yeah. Beautiful blend. It's a little strong on the blue cheese, but after you kind of roll it around in your mouth, it blends nicely. And the herbs stay with it really well. I made this one, and then I did one that has some ancho chili, and this actually isn't the one that has the ancho chili. The middle one is, but anyway. But yeah, it's really nice. Nice combination. And let's see what happens. We're going to do the cheese again and then the beer.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's nice. That blended beautifully. Not too heavy on the beer, not too heavy on the cheese. The cheese really hung in there, as even with it being first. But that's okay. Let's see if there's any difference with the beer first.
All right.
Right?
Cheers.
Yeah. Beer first. Sure.
Beer's a chip.
A little stronger cheese with it last, which I'm not surprised. If you really wanted to have an even blend, I would do the cheese first. But if you're doing it on a cracker, that would cut that a little bit, like a Ritz or a Townhouse, something that wasn't flavored with extra herbs or something like that, or garlic or something like that. I think that might cut down on the flavors of the cheese a little bit, especially the blue. And it might catch up with the beer if you did the cheese last. So I think either way, I think it'd be best clearly easier to eat. Sorry, not sorry. It'd be easier to eat on a cracker or a spoon. Um, but yeah, it works great. It works great with this. I think the overall taste of the beer, it's so mild, so light that and cheese is heavy, so I think it's a pretty good combination. I wouldn't want a heavier beer with this because you're already having a lot of heavy cheese there, you know. So I think it's good to have it with a lighter beer.
Nice.
Done.
All right. Well, boy, that cheese ball. I wish I had some.
Well, you know, I froze like 10 of them, so you just might. And you
Nice.
can freeze and refreeze, so
Oh, that's cool. All
might
right.
happen. Might happen.
Hey, all right. Well, thank you, Sparkle. I appreciate you,
Yeah.
Lori. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Chadeo. Chadeo.
Latio. I should just change my name to a Latio. I know I'm a little late. Sorry.
Lady-o.
Work. But today my cheese is from Murray's. It is a red wax Gouda, and Lucy wants more because she's already tried some. Looks like that. Cut it up a little bit. As soon as I pulled it off, the wax just kind of dropped right off the cheese, so that was kind of nice. And the beer I'm pairing with is Prost Winter
right.
Lager.
Ooh.
Cool.
So, Prost Winter Lager, 6% ABV, Golden Box style lager, canned about 2 months ago, so it should be fine. Crack it open. Good to see you too, Luke John. Poured it in my Cigar City glass. There we are. Nice golden color. A little bit of haze in there. Not a whole lot. Now it's starting to clear out. About 2-finger white head. Nice tight bubbles. Aroma. Getting a little bit of winter spices out of it, but man, that lager, just the lager use just comes straight through. Smells good. All right, I'm gonna start with. I think I'm gonna start with the cheese. I got myself kind of thrown off. So here it is again. Give it a smell. Snippers.
Sniffers.
Nosers.
Nosers. Oh, I like that. Nosers.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bumpies.
Nosers.
Definitely getting the saltiness from it, but also nice sweetness. I'm smelling it. My mouth is salivating, so. Yeah, not very earthy. A little bit. Smells good. All right, I'm gonna go in for a piece.
All right.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Very soft. Very good. Be good to melt over mac and cheese for sure.
Ooh.
That was sweet, saltier coming through. Very nice. It is a little earthy. The more I try it. I've been eating since like 9 a.m. So this is perfect.
This is my first food today.
Oh boy.
But yeah, good cheese. Melts in the mouth, not in your hands. So I enjoy it. Gouda is definitely my favorite cheese. So I did what I paid. About $4 for that. I paid full price, whatever, it's fine. All right, as for the beer, already did the aroma. Let's get into the flavor. Oh, that's good. That's a nice light crisp. Getting some bockiness from it, if that makes sense. Some just tasting some of the light grains that they use in it, but man, that's a great lager. My friend says it's just their Vienna lager. They just recanted. I don't think it is. Should do a side by side one day, but
That would
yeah, it
be
leaves nice lacing on the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, very refreshing. Mm. All right, cheese before the beer.
Cheers.
Jesus.
a beer.
Yeah,
Cheers.
will kill you.
Cheezers.
It enhanced the wheat or the grains in there big time. Like that came through hard. That came through out big. That was very good. It kind of worked together. But yeah, Goudas are unless it's smoked, it's kind of hard to pair with anything heavier than this. But yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a good bite. Now let's try the tough one.
Beer's
Beer
chef.
that cheese. What's that?
Beer stay.
She didn't work that time then. Saltiness for the cheese just overpowered the beer. So beer before cheese, or yeah, beer before cheese doesn't really work. Cheese before beer, very, very tasty. That's it for me for now.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Good job.
Hey, Chetty.
Jobbers, dudes.
All right, here we go. It's moi.
What?
Steven.
Say what? Say what?
Steven.
Tell it, punch it.
All right, so we got the old Rasputin. It's basically an English style stout, a Russian Imperial. Yeah, so nice, creamy, frothy, like actually very creamy and smooth looking head. Looks like nitro on the top, like a nitro beer. It's just very nice, tightly woven bubbles, kind of almost like a Guinness. Whoa, on my finger in my belly. Let's get away from the main portal over here. Let's go. But very nice khaki, dark, deep khaki head, leaving some good like kind of lacing on the side already. It sticks. It's very silky and just a very neat looking head that it's produced here, or what it's doing with its foam. It's got a red hue at the bottom. You can see the light piercing through, and it gets that red.
Nice.
Definitely an opaque beer. You can't see through it. Dark chocolate for sure. Dark brown, let's say, but looks very black and almost oily. Yeah, underneath you really get that ruby red garnet kind of thing or whatever. All right, going on the nosers.
Noses.
Nosers.
Ooh, roasty, coffee driven, coffee and baker's chocolate, a little bit of raisins, slight caramely raisin, caramel 120 malt, something like that maybe. Yeah, kind of has a slight char or acrid kind of smell to it, almost like a rich, ashy kind of dark malty kind of smell aroma. Big coffee burst though, coffee and raisins. That's nice. I remember you. I remember you, my dear.
Remember. Memories.
That's tricky.
Cheesers. Cheers. Cheese and cheersers.
It's so creamy. Alex would definitely like this one.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's had this. He's had to have had this. Most people have had it anyway, it seems. But very, very, very creamy. Almost like I said, nitro softness. It's got There is a slight kind of, like I said, acrid or like ashy, roasted, malty, ashy kind of like, yeah, like dry finish. And then all around the cheeks, it's dry. You get kind of a slight bitter with that ashiness as well. But then it also produces like a sweetness as well. There's like a sweet kind of breadiness, coffee, chocolates coming through. More of a baker's chocolate, a drier, unsweetened chocolate. But then the sweet malts provides the sweetness over that, and it's really nice. Very drinkable. You cannot tell this is a 9%. Not at all.
Wow.
I mean, look at that. It's just leaving a
It's
like
beautiful.
a
It's beautiful. Like a milkshake.
yeah, it's crazy, but very nice. Served at probably, I left it out. It's probably about 55, 58 degrees. Boy, that's good. All right, so going back to the cheese I had last week, because I'm a cheapskate and I didn't have time and I was dumb, and that's just the way it goes. But we're getting into this. This is the Chipotle Gouda, and that's what it looks like. It's got little specks of Chipotle peppers in there. Smoky, definitely. Yeah, like a smoky, almost like a Gouda cheddar-y kind of like smell. It's got a slight nuttiness to it, slight sweetness, milky, sweet, salty, nutty. You don't really get the peppers per se, but you do get a slight. You do get it because you get like a little smokiness through it, but it's very minimal in the aromas. All right, and it's very it's flexible. I mean, you can totally just do whatever you want. You can dive. It's like a diving board. You're like,
Cool.
doing, and then it breaks. No, and it does it. It like took a lot for me to break that. That's crazy. All right. Ooh. All right. Let's taste it. Cheese sirs.
Jesus.
Reserve.
Cheese, sirs.
They're V's and W's backwards from now. We drink vodka. Vodka. Yeah. As I remember it, very soft, salty, nutty, creamy Gouda for, oh my God, this is so good. And it's starting to get that spice. It's smoky, got a little smokiness coming through it. Yeah, with the heat. And that heat's starting to kind of, the more I mush it in my mouth, the more I start to get those flecks, the little flecky pieces start to stick on my tongue or something, and it's just starting to get hot, hotter and hotter and hotter as it goes down. My throat's starting to burn just a little bit, but it's not terrible. It's just mild, but you get it. It's very nice. It's very soft and buttery. Very buttery. All right, let's see if this RIS, this Russian Imperial Stout, goes well with the cheese. Cheese before beer. Beers.
Cheers. Cheese.
Oh,
Cheese.
oh, that's much better. That's much better. The last one was American style. This is more English style. This is much better. It's softer. It's not as hoppy, so you're not getting like the hops. It's more like malty and just like soft and centered with the cheese. The cheese is allowed to come through and actually taste it with the beer also coming through. It like kind of intertwines and goes perfectly. It melds, should I say, perfectly. It's just a very nice mix. Very nice mix. Wow. I like the heat pushing out of it too. It's like riding a wave, and you're coming through the tube, and that spray hits you on the back end when you're coming out of the tube. I don't know if you guys have ridden tubes now. I know I have when I was little, but that shit was fun. I love surfing, man. Surfing and bodyboarding. Oh my God, it was the funnest sport in the world. But no, this it's so nice. It's like the perfect wave. It's awesome.
Nice.
Let's do a beer before cheese for science.
Excellent.
I believe in science.
Science, oh boy.
Spearman blinded me with science.
Well,
I hate science.
I hate to say it, but the cheese smothered it like a fire extinguisher on a fire.
Wow.
Even though it is spicy. Yeah, I don't taste any more of the beer. It just kind of, it was way better cheese before beer. Yeah. It's so much better. Definitely a Russian Imperial over an American Stout with this particular type of cheese, or a spicy cheese at that. Very
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that with all the chocolate and everything. That's interesting.
Yeah. You still taste it too. The cheese doesn't, and I'm just, wow, it's burning. It's burning on my tongue. Hurts like fart right now. All right. We got fart and we got poop tonight. How much further can we go with this?
Who could ask for anything more?
All right, let's bring up Bumpy and get his last thoughts. How about it?
It's the poop rind. So I cut all that off. Even like you get the cheese parts that are near the end. So yeah, it's a pretty strong cheese. So it kind of has the remnants as you get closer to the edge of the poop. It's got that poop thing going on.
Poo cheese.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but Jesus, I don't get it.
Oh my.
But overall, I mean, it's a nice cheese. There's plenty of heat to it. It's not overly powering of a pepper. It's not like doing like a one chip challenge type thing where it's just like too much heat, but it's definitely a noticeable heat that lingers and lingers. Cheese is pretty powerful. I don't like the rind. I hate their edges of their cheese.
Oh man.
But overall, I'd say the cheese is very good. Beer, I'd say I'm a bit disappointed in, I guess. Aromas were better. They weren't like holy crap aromas, but the aromas are definitely better than what the flavors are of this beer. Kettlehead Brewing. WWE. It's enjoyable enough though. I mean, it's just light on flavor. I'm not enjoying the grain, all that much, but it's not the worst grain flavor that I've had in a beer before. So, yep. I need to have like hiccup bubbles come out of me.
Yes.
A little blowout.
Yeah, I would just say this is a good beer. If you need to have like a score, I'd probably put it right around a 38 or 37.
All right.
50.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, and it went well with the cheese. Obviously, cheese before beer worked better. Drinking the beer and then having the cheese kind of just it just lessened some of the flavor notes until later on. Was basically what else it did. It just kind of dulled the notes down for a bit until it came on full blast. Yeah. That's that.
That is that.
And
All
that
right.
is
I don't know if I'll buy this cheese from this cheese company. I mean, it's good, very good, but just the rind thing is killing me.
ooh.
I'm sure
Rhino.
they're gonna have a
I'm
different
really
one.
curious as to why it tastes like dry.
Rhino cheese, that's what it is. Woo.
Like sticking in a honey bucket. You let someone take a shit?
Yeah, if anybody's interested in getting this cheese or any of the cheeses, apparently, because they all have the same. They must just have like a base cheese that they do, and then they just do different things with it. Is what I'm kind of guessing. But yeah, that's
Mm. I
that's
might
what it
be
is. If I get my face out of it, maybe.
Alright.
Mhm.
So just look for that in case
Yeah.
rebelling,
All right.
and you can
I
have
probably
you
would have
smell.
thrown it out as soon
Yeah,
as
do it. Just do it so you can smell it. That way, you know I'm not lying. I mean, it smells like shit.
Yeah. I
Absolutely
probably
shit.
would have thrown it
Yeah.
out after I opened it because I wouldn't have been willing to try it probably. It's like Limburger, can't get past the nose. I'm not eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good flavor. Even the
You're a
even
brave
the
man.
rime's a bit strong. It definitely gives you that like, oh my god, it's like that bad breath. I said the same thing about the flour one too. It's just the same. It's
You're
just,
a brave man.
yeah, I thought it was just the flowers on the other one. I didn't know that they're actual cheese. Just smells
Now
like
you know the
now
rest
I
of
know.
the story.
The more you know.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's funny.
oh shit! Literally. Man. Well, damn it! All right, you don't have any more of that cheese, do you? For next week, are you done with it?
Yeah, no, I have no cheese right now, so I will be getting fresh cheese.
Or well, you don't have to join.
Well, that
us.
was the thing was I bought both of those at the same time. So before ever having them,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
purchased them both. So I had this
Who
in my
knew?
fridge already. When I had the other one, I'm like, oh shit.
Armpit cheese. It sounds worse than armpit cheese, man.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's a bad cheese. So you just
No,
get rid of
no.
the rind and it's fine.
Hmm.
And some people, like I said, there's got to be somebody out there
Gotta
that
get
enjoys.
past it.
Somebody enjoys eating shit.
Plug
Yeah.
your nose till you cut the rind off, and maybe you'll go be able to.
Maybe in like Venezuela or something, they like that. So it's normal in their rivers or something. I don't know.
Oh my,
Um,
a little scary.
sorry to anyone from Venezuela. I didn't mean to.
Oh goodness.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bumpy Road Brews.
Thanks.
Cheers. All
Cheers.
right. Get sparkle up here.
Oh
Cheers.
goodness. Y'all have made my day, let me tell you. I liked the combination. And this is the first time I've had this beer. I thought it was good. It's really good if you don't want something heavy, especially in the summer, with the heat. If it's I think I'd like it better ice cold. Although I did just take it out of the refrigerator, but it was sitting for, a little bit. I think I would like it better ice cold. And like I said, although it hasn't expired, maybe it needed to be a little fresher, to be a little more refreshing.
Mm.
Get my ers and my ings together here. But it was okay. And I'm still learning about the Hefeweizen. I'm still learning whether I like them or not, or whether I think it's something I will keep on hand. So that was fine. Definitely the cheese. I'm partial. I'm prejudiced. I like my cheese balls. And, but it was a good combination, just looking at it that way. It was a nice combination with the lighter beer. So, I would say better the cheese before the beer. Otherwise, that's about all you taste it afterwards. So,
Yeah.
okay, combination. Are we giving it? Yes, we're giving it a number. I would give the beer probably. I'm still numbering these particular kind. I'd probably put it about an 85. And I'm going to give the cheese 100 because I'm partial.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
No, but actually, even if someone else had served that cheese ball, I'd give it 100. So
Cool.
I'll just try to be that way. Um, so the combination, I guess, comes out to what, about a 95 maybe? So, or whatever. I don't know what the math is, but it's an okay combination.
You liked it. Yeah, that's all that
Yeah,
matters.
I
Cool.
liked it, and I hope in giving the ingredients, I hope I gave people kind of an idea of what might go well with this kind of beer.
Yes, definitely. Yep. Cool.
All right.
Fucking A. All right. Sweet. Thank you, Sparkle.
Mhm.
Yeah, we cuss a lot on here. It's fun. Cuss.
I know, right?
Fuck. All right.
Cheese brings out the best in us.
Yeah, right.
And I call ladies man because I'm from California. All right, man.
Sir.
We got Chadeo next. Here's Sparkle.
So Sparkle, hopefully in the next 6 weeks I can try one of your cheese balls.
Oh
Your
yeah,
now famous cheese balls. Sounds really good.
yeah.
But yeah, it sounds really good.
Or we'll make some up. Who knows? But yes.
Uh, I can't reach for anything right now. Lucy's passed out on my lap, but the Prost Winter Lager, it's good. And, it's for a winter beer. It's different than what you would expect. Most breweries brew the most cookie like beer for Christmas or whatever, sweet beer. But this was a really good lager. Like I don't know. Luckily it's 33 here, so it was a nice day, but. I'd even drink one of these, like if it's like negative outside, I'd still drink one of these because it's so refreshing, so good. I'm gonna land it at 94. The cheese, I could reach it. That's awesome. The cheese, Bailey and Lucy both absolutely loved it. They kept coming back for me for more, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna poop right later. Speaking of Bumpy cheese, yeah, the cheese, I'm gonna give it a 96. I really like the combination. It's going to be lower than individual scores. It worked, but it kind of didn't work. It's just if this would have been like a smoked Gouda or like peppered Gouda, I think it would have been phenomenal. But just kind of a straight red wax Gouda, I think the combination about a 90.
Awesome.
I mean, it's definitely a combination I would do again. Like if there was like a cheese board and that was on it and I had this beer, yeah, I would enjoy it.
Good.
Cheers.
Awesome, man. Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers, Chadeo. Right on. Love it when it works. It's great. All right, so let's go ahead and bring me up. Thanks, Chadeo. Bumpy, what did you like your? My mind got sidetracked. Did you like your pairing?
Yeah,
me?
yeah, it worked. It worked well.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that, Chadeo.
Yeah, it was amazing how even such light flavors from the beer, that kind of floralness that the beer gave off, was still able to kind of be there with such a strong, potent cheese.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it did work, but I think like even a stout or something probably would have worked better with this cheese. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. I just wanted to make sure I was hearing everything right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So some good pairings. That's good. That's good. Unfortunately, poopy rinds, and I thought I said something poopy about my beer. No, it was all right. This beer was so fabulous, man. Such a good Russian Imperial Stout. Yeah, have you guys had this?
No,
Yes.
I'd like to find it.
You haven't
Yeah.
sparked? Okay.
It's
Bumpy's
one.
had it, and Chadeo's had it?
I've had the barrel. They have a barrel aged version too.
Oh, they have
And
a barrel aged one?
Yeah, they have a barrel aged one. The original is better, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think Miscellaneous has had it too. Because somebody else had it, and they said the same thing, that the regular version is better than the barrel aged.
Oh, okay. I called Tanner Josh. Tanner. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, so I honestly think it's kind of in the world class. I'm not gonna go full on 100, but it really, I don't know, it just was so good. I really liked all the flavors, the caramel, the raisin, the chocolate, the coffees, everything about it was so smooth and delightful. I took it down so quickly. I'm gonna go 97 out of 100 on this one. The cheese, I think I might have given it the same, like a 97 or something last week, and I'm gonna stick with that. The pairing was absolutely 100 in my opinion. Something to totally try. A nice, softer, more maltier stout, imperial stout is the way to go with this. Not so hoppy, not so sharp, like an American stout or whatever. They're a little more punchier, a little more robust, a little more coffee sharp, kind of dark, roasty. Yeah, and where these are more soft and sweeter and kind of relaxed and creamier. And it just really let the cheese kind of do its thing. But the cheese didn't let the beer do its, or the cheese let the beer do its thing as well. So it was really nice how they kind of just made love together. It was awesome. This is great. So the mixture, I would totally do 100, and I would say do it if you can find an a Russian imperial or English stout, whatever, and pair that with a nice even like a smoky like this, a chipotle cheese. It's so perfect. Gouda, cheddar, whatever, Havarti, whatever. As long as it's smoked and chipotle in it, it's so good. I don't know. I really like the butteriness of the Gouda too. This Gouda, anyway, it was so buttery and like it just kind of melted in my mouth. It was like an M&M, but not chocolate. Was but no, it was just so good. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get the panel open. Let me situate you people, and let's go ahead and do some shout outs, man. As we do. I hear my voice.
You want me to say something?
Yes.
Yeah. If you can.
I got a beer. Yeah, I got a beer review coming out tomorrow. Yeah, so there's that. What beer it is? Creature Resident Creature, Resident Culture, something like that is a brewery. I don't know, some beer out of North Carolina. And it's called Lightning
Suck.
I just edited it today too. Yeah, Lightning something.
Lightning suck.
Lightning suck. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, that'll be out tomorrow, so you can figure it out for yourself what the hell beer I did. Got a Tony's pizza in the freezer.
All right.
Pepperoni on it. So I'll try to find time to eat that this week if I can, to put out another frozen pizza review. And
I love that you do
what's going on my channel.
Cool.
I did drink a new beer today from a brewery that I've never had, and I was pleasantly surprised. So eventually there'll be a review out on that. Let's shout out a channel. I watched some people today. Some people that I haven't watched a lot of.
Beer hounds, he burns them to a crisp.
Who would I like to shout out? I'm trying to find people that we don't see a lot of. Oh, yeah, that's who it was. It was shit. What is the name of the channel? Hopped. It's these guys. Hopped Up Beer Review.
Oh, Hopped Up. Okay.
Yeah, Hopped Up Beer Review.
Like those guys. Yeah, those guys are great.
Oh.
They did a lot.
Yeah, that's really coming through well. But yeah, so they're doing the advent calendar thing. So
Okay.
like I subscribed to them and then I kind of forgot about them. But the past couple of weeks I've watched some of their stuff and yeah, I think they do a good job. So check out Hopped Up Beer Review.
Nice.
3 friends. And one of them is always in the attic.
Yeah. They're good people. I've hung out with them a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, you've hung out with them? That's good. That's cool.
They've been on a panel, or at least a couple of them have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
don't think the ball guys made a panel, but the other two I've definitely talked to.
Nice. Thanks, Bumpy. All right.
Sorry, I was reading through the chat was what happened last time when I wasn't speaking when it's supposed to be my turn.
Oh, it's all right.
Are you sure?
He was really sleeping, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I am going to shout out Ryan Beer Reviews.
There you go.
I've gotten a little behind watching, but I just think he's adorable, and I love his
Me
smile.
too.
I love the way he. I love the way
He's a
he
handsome
does
man.
things. He's just the sweetest. First impressions with Angie. Her art channel is so fun to watch. She's doing some really great stuff with her guitar vibrations and art. It's a very unique channel, and I think you will enjoy it. For kicks and giggles, I'm going to shout out Luke John and his nurse Dave.
Yeah. Today.
And you know what? I want to shout out Beer Man because where else could you get such great entertainment? I mean, it
Right.
is. And I'm winking at Bumpy.
Yeah. Right.
So that
Great
should do it
people
for me.
Yeah.
And Art by Sparkle. The last thing I did was a almost 4-foot ornament for the door, which I think I talked about last week. And I will be doing something else for this November in a collaboration, another Christmas themed, dessert themed paint pouring. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Thank you, Sparkle.
Yep.
Thank you, Sparkle.
Thanks, Sparkle.
On the Chadeo.
God, I need a haircut. This is rough. My shout out is to if you guys like spicy stuff, you like seeing people in a lot of pain doing spicy stuff, check out Chase the Heat. He's really good. He's in Arizona right now. I think he moved out there, so he and his brother are doing spicy challenges, and some of the aftermath videos are the funniest things you'll see because they're on the ground cramping and crying. So Chase the Heat, good guy. I've chatted with him, I think once a couple years ago over on Groovy Lava Medic Squirrels channel, a panel that he did a while ago. But yeah, so there it is. Cheers.
Awesome.
Thank you for me, man.
Of course. All right. So, well, you know, you got my live streams, Beer and Cheese Tuesday, 5 o'clock Eastern Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then tomorrow's is all spun out. They're fun. I like
You sound so bored.
It's good. It's good times. I look forward to it. I just wish I could get here on time because sometimes work just kind of screws me over a little bit.
It's in the way.
But, I am happy. I'm grateful that I work for a company and make money. So that's at least I'm making some cash. So, but yeah, just stick with us. We'll get on eventually. Within the 5 to 5:30 range Pacific time. And then so Wednesday, tomorrow's show's an adjective beer. So we spin the wheel and don't show your ABV. And then we do a little tiny game, just to kind of kill some time in between it all. And eventually we'll have a prize again at the end of the month. I'll pick a winner and we'll get something going. Yeah. So anyway, besides all that, I don't have any hist- historical Degrassi.
Yeah, those are my
English
words, and I
IPA.
think I nailed it.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I think I did mine pretty good.
Awesome. All right. I gotta find one. Mine's easy. So I just gotta go to the grocery store and get something. But yeah. So no beer reviews at the moment. I've been really paying attention to like brewing more in the past year and till now. And forever probably just because I've finally got the ability to finally do it, and it's been a good year and a half of brewing so far. Been brewing longer, but a year and a half of pretty good
How's my
education.
beer coming along? It
It's
looked, it looked
I-
amazing.
it looks and it's different. Let's put it that way. So we're hitting the 7. We have 7.1. I wanted a 7.3. I wanted an 8, but I forgot the Munich malt. Forgot to order it. So I had to take some stuff out, but we're getting a 7.1. I might try and test it again tonight to see if it's still.
I watched it when you were doing it. I thought, oh God, this looks so good.
It smells. It's so tropical, and yeah, I can't wait to put the coconut in. It's going to be kind of an interesting addition. So look forward to that. So Art by Sparkle, of course, I'm going to shout you out on that one. And then, of course, Thomas Metal 75, Eric. He's got his Death Rising English style black IPA, which is going to mainly go out to him. But I've got some people. I've got you guys that I'm thinking of as far as developing a panel and getting some reviews going. So we'll get some beers out to you. One beer at least. It'll just be one, but it's all I can do right now. But we'll get that out and yeah, hopefully get a panel. That one's tasting really, really nice, actually. Just my opinion. But it's pretty good. When it tastes good to you, you're hoping it tastes good to others. But anyway, let's go ahead and shout out one guy that I don't normally shout out, but haven't in a while, is the Brew Traveler. It's all one word, the Brew Traveler. Here, I'll throw his.
That one.
You might have him, you might not, but he visits a lot. They're only like 5 to 10 minute like sessions where he goes in and he tries a few beers, talks about the brewery, this, that. Very, very seems like a funny guy. You know, he's kind of dry humorous. But there you go. That's that. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you to the panel here. You guys rock, man. Thank you so much. Cheers to Bumpy Road Brews, Art by Sparkle, and Straight Up Chadeo. There's just one word with Chadeo. Yeah, cheers. And cheers to everyone in the chat as well. Beer House, cheers, Bill. Cheers, Bill. I do want to shout you out too. You're a great dude. He's been sending me stuff a lot lately too. That's one dude I want to shout. Luke John, first impression to Angie. Luke John, let's see, who else? Blue Eyes. Cheers to Blue Eyes. Check him out as well.
Don't forget Luke John.
He did say Luke John.
And
his nurse Dave.
And Dave is a rock star.
How many times a day does Dave prick you, Luke?
Oh my!
Oh dear. Do we want to know that?
Speaking of prick, that was a prick question right there. Cheers, Tanner.
Who else? Let me just try and go through everyone real quick. Cheryl was in the house. Cheers, Cheryl.
Times he says.
Yeah, I saw Buddy Cheryl earlier. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Bourbon Bounty. Cheers, Bourbon. And JC's Adventures. Haven't seen you in a long time, so it's always good to see you. Miscellaneous was in the house as well, rocking it up. Where the fuck else? Who else is here? God, there's a list. John Pierre. John Pierre was in the house. Cheers, John Pierre.
Did you see that in the chat that Luke John says, Nurse Dave wants me to correct something. He's not 6 feet 5 inches and built like an African bricklayer. He is 5'3", Filipino, who is built like a cornflake.
Oh, no way.
Bless your heart there. Bless your heart, Dave.
Oh, my God.
I had to point that out. I couldn't help
Well,
it.
Bill, thank you for the donation as well. Wanted to say thank you on that one. Handle some Tic Tacs. All right. Well, Google took most of it, so I probably have enough for like one Tic Tac. All right. So, but thank you guys. Cheers. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send the link out in case anyone wants to hang, because it is one of those nights where it's just beer and cheese, unless something else is going live.
Miscellaneous is live right now.
Oh, cool. All right. I'll throw that up though anyway. But yeah, I might go over there actually. No, might probably will. All right, you guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from this beautiful world. But not after one more sip if you got it.
Got it.
If you don't have a
Cheers,
sip,
chat. Cheers,
take a
panel.
little
Cheers,
spit in your mouth and
everybody.
suck that down. Cheers. All right. Hell yeah.